When I was researching for a video on Rohit Shetty's filmography, I somehow ended up finding articles claiming that Bollywood did Squid Game first. Suddenly it hit me. I do remember watching the movie Luck and its story started to come back to me. Then I began to watch the movie, which was actually available on the YouTube. And they were right. Bollywood did make a movie very similar to the series Squid Game. And then I thought I had to make a video on this topic. There's way too much to talk about. First of all, I was amazed with the originality of the movie, especially the concept behind the plot. A person collects individuals favored by the luck and builds an international game for wealthy people to bid on the lives of these individuals when they are thrown into the game, which requires luck more than any skills. Not only the plot, but if you watch the movie now, you get to see the stark difference in how the movies were edited, presented and choreographed then. The movie is 2 hours and 21 minutes long, and the first 43 minutes are just character introduction, each with a background song, and there are numerous exposition dump and loophole in the movie. I think the director at that time believed he had to spoon-feed every detail to the audience, and sometimes not even through the characters in the movie, but from a narrator. Now let's talk about the actors in the movie. You see Sanjay Dutt mostly in slow motion, just walking while on the watch, which was cool and funny at times. By the way, I didn't even recognize Shruti Hassan at first. And why is she so pale in this movie? I found out this was her debut movie too. And Mithun sir was just there to say,
Koi shak.
Yeah, in every scene. Among all the actors, I think Sanjay Dutt, Danny sir and Ravi Krishan were the best. However, our other leads along with Imran Khan were stale. And let's not even talk about the international actors. Now let's talk about the screenplay. When a movie is based on the idea of luck, it is a free-for-all for the writer. So they really have to be careful in explaining things without being redundant and confusing. And also be very careful about the loopholes. It is both a blessing and a curse, which is very fascinating, the dichotomy of the situation. Because the writer can write anything and say it's the luck of the character, but it can also be a trap. The concept of luck inherently provides the tool for suspense, because we don't know when the luck will run out, so the movie is really more dependent on great writing to justify the use of luck on certain occasions, and create the stake required to engage the audience. In my opinion, the movie has better overall story than dialogue or script. I don't know why, but the characters talk in rhymes or say some lines of poetry every time they talk. It is very evident that you are watching a movie, and it does take you out. When you finish the movie, you get to see the behind the scenes of different scenes and how the stunts were performed. It was great that most of the shooting was on location and many of the stunts were not CGI or done by the stunt person. But the way the movie was edited and some action sequences were choreographed, they were just not good enough. For example, look at the last action sequence on the train. The guy has a machine gun and the hero is running straight towards him, and none of them hit. The man is shooting the whole area and just hitting the ground. You can say it's his luck, but this is what I was talking about. If not done right, the concept is reduced to just an excuse to do anything or to hide the flaws of writing, and it makes the whole movie lazy. But there is a certain charm or swag in these kind of movies. Even with all these problems, or maybe it was nostalgia, but it was entertaining. It can drag at points, decision may not make sense, but it was entertaining. And most of all, it was unique. I think the music and background score were the main part that made it entertaining. That Azma Lock song, whenever it gets played, it just pumps you up. And other songs were also good. In conclusion, I just want to say I hope Bollywood greenlights more unique stories and take chances. I know Bollywood is again going through a masala movie phase, but there can be good stories even in those kind of movies. So, that's it for the video everyone. Write your thoughts on the movie down below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content ahead.